Hello, everyone. How are we? Welcome. Happy Blue Monday. Blue Monday, apparently today. Apparently today is the saddest day. Saddest day. And therefore, what better way to cheer all of us up than to reminisce about the playoffs that we didn't make on Saturday. So there you go. That was how we did the weekend, wasn't it? We went and got ourselves close to the playoffs, but not close enough, sadly. So therefore, we have tonight to try and do our world famous or infamous, depending on how you want to look at it. Our world famous, infamous transfer streams, recruitment streams, which usually take about 3 months, if we're being honest. Well, usually they're two streams, but we'll see if we can get this one done in one, and we'll start pushing forward, shall we? Let's see what we can do. We'll see where we are, by the way. If it's a bad day today, I don't even want to see how great your hair's going to look like. Maybe like a rock star. This is it. This is it. This is the bad hair day. Today, there was a photograph of me out in the gym this afternoon, and there's a lot of grey. I mean, I know there's a lot of grey anyway, but it was lots. It was lots and lots of grey. Admin streaming coming. This is not a drill. Pens and paper at the ready, everyone. Let's get to it. Right. Here we are then. This is what we've got. How's everyone's week's been then so far? Was the weekend fine? Was the weekend good? Did everybody have a nice time? I guess that's sort of like the main question, really, and after that, not really fussed, to be honest. We missed out. We missed out, sadly. We put on a bit of a brave fight towards the end, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough, was it? You know, by the time we got towards the end, it wasn't quite enough. So therefore, we actually missed out on the playoffs, which is it's a shame, innit? Because I thought our form was looking pretty decent. But then we had 2 defeats, Warrington and Curzon Ashton, which I wasn't really thinking they were gonna crop up there, but there they were. They cropped up. They ruined us. Warrington was the big one. Of course, we lost that. And then, of course, we had to go and beat Curzon, and Curzon beat us. So it was like, right, fine, whatever. We're done for. And yeah, that's sort of what happened, I suppose, really. There's no way of dressing it up any other way. I mean, in terms of how the league went, expectation was mid-table. We overachieved. We ended the season with 20 wins, 15 defeats, which is probably where the main issue comes from. 61 goals scored and then 50 conceded. So yeah, few too many goals conceded and not enough scored. Dan, I did pick up those kits. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate that. Very, very kind. Indeed. I'll see if I can get them loaded in and see how it works, because I've not really tried to do that on the new FM, to be honest. And what I think we might need to do is we might need to have the away kits might have to stay blue, because that's what's coded into the game. I don't know. I'll have a look. I'll try and play around with it and see what's what. But yes, no, appreciate that. I clocked the home kit the other day, so thank you for that one. Evening, Ash. How are you, buddy? Nice to see you. Jack Knife is in. Ryan's here as well. Evening, Ryan. Nice to see you. Slipkey's here. Dan, Rocket Dan is in, as of course to other Dan as well, and Rugio as well. We've got plenty of people just chilling in the background. Hope you're all nice and well. If you are brand new around here, feel free to pop a follow. That would be much appreciated. Also, if you're on YouTube, that would be much appreciated as well. Ping us a follow over. That would be awesome. Leave a like on the stream as well if you're on YouTube. That would be much appreciated too. Yeah, it's just a bit chilled out, isn't it? It's a bit chilled out. We'll sort of do some bits and pieces. We'll have a look at some of the players that we've decided to keep, some of the players we've decided to let go, and then we'll hopefully recruit, because we had a look at the squad last on Saturday, and well, we sort of came to a decision about a few, and poor Daniel Cameron, he might be in the firing line, because we were okay with him. We were thinking, okay, he's fine, but then he's out of contract this summer. Can we get a better goalkeeper? Maybe. Can we get a better right back than Bryce Hosanna? Probably. More than likely, I would imagine. More than likely, we can get a right back better than Bryce Hosanna. So we'll probably lose him. I reckon he's 30 years old. He's on £500 a week. I think we can probably just set him for release now, to be honest. So that'll free up a little bit of wages going forward. Just as for Cameron, I know, Tim. I know. Like, I'm not getting rid of him just yet. But is he going to be the difference maker going forward? Like, is it going to be a case of if we can get him in and like really, like, can we get a better quality goalkeeper? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Because he's not bad, but finding a replacement at this level is going to be tough. Calispero Jason, nice to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. So Will Thornton, we're going to lose Will Thornton. At this level, he's got some things that are decent. Like, he's very brave, he's got great determination, he's a leader, but he's slow as anything. He played 14 matches. I think it's time to go in a different direction. So I think we release Will Thornton. Sam McClelland is probably in the same boat. He's very similar to Thornton. And again, I think he's going to have to go as well. He's not been playing. Look at that. One appearance. He's not as good as the players we brought in. So, again, let's save some cash. Out he goes. We're going through the squad like a hot knife through butter here, aren't we? There's a couple of players that we have to have a conversation about, because Harvey McAdam, he's our top earner, £1,100 a week. He's out of contract, and I do think we can get better. I think we can get better than McAdam. So that's probably going to be one of our priority areas. Try and replace him. And then we've got question marks over Matty Virtue. Has he got another year left in him, in those legs of his? He's versatile. Would he be willing to lower his wage demands? Maybe. Let's see. If we can take him down to maybe something like a... Let me see if he can just be regular starter, maybe. Star player. Take an important first teamer. You're not going to lose your job. You're not going to lose your job. You're not going to lose your job. Feels a lot like people are losing their job, isn't it? He actually wants more money than... Okay, that is a concern. I'm going to cancel it for now, because that's not how I wanted the conversation to go, if I'm being honest. I sort of wanted it to be a case of, look, I'm happy to accept a little bit less money, Gaffer, for the greater good. But he didn't. .88 Rougeau over the season. 5 progressive passes per 90 minutes. 21 clearances. 1 mistake that leads to a goal. 5 chances created. 3 goals. 2 assists. It's good. It's good. But my concern My concern is perhaps these physicals declining considerably this year. So we're in April. We've got quite a lot of time until the end of until his contract expires in June. May. So yeah, June. So maybe we've got a bit of time to think about this. Yeah, we've got a bit of time to think about this. We've brought in Ashton Mee, who's like a physical specimen at this point in this division. He's the exact opposite. Everyone else has taught us he's got some legs and he's not afraid to use them. So so he can do that. Macadam, of course, we know about is going to be a question mark. Joey Dawson signed a new contract, but we could do with another striker as well. Corey Sears is potentially a sellable asset. He's wanted by Tranmere. He's wanted by Hereford. He looks very, very good and he's played very well. But determination of 3, that's worrying, isn't it? And as a fullback, tackling of 9, not ideal. So maybe we cash in and try and get another fullback. So I'm conscious as well, though, that I don't want to just rip the team up because we got close to the end of the season. We got close to our objectives of getting into the playoffs. The objectives that we set, of course. And yeah, I don't want to just be like, right, everybody out, start again. Sears could be worth selling. I think I agree. I think I agree, Rouge. We've also done we've also gone and done some scout reports. So let's look at the teams, shall we? We've done the team reports. Evening, Riggy. Welcome in. Where's our scout reports? Says the 22 now. Might be the time before he hits 24. Yeah, don't want him hanging here for too long, do we? Really? Let's have a look at the squads then, shall we? Where we look at? So, all right. So Scarborough Scouts. Here's what we looked at, right? Okay. So in terms of their playing staff, Stephen Walker, of course, very, very good, but he's on a contract till next year. Where's their players? Right. See whose contract's expiring at this moment in time. Owen Cochran, not very good. Taylor Seymour, he's only played one time as a goalkeeper, so he's not going to be considered. We tried to do this last time, didn't we? And put a column on here from what the scouts had seen. I don't think you can do it. No, not at this point. Right. Let me see about their data view then. Okay, so these are their players, right? Ability manager opinion would do it. Would that be the one? What, of best position or best tactical role? Because remember, this is not our club, so So where I've got it on our sheet, we can see our players, but I don't know if we can see their players, unfortunately. So Sean Hogan, he's out for another season, so that's no good. Nathan Robinson, he's got a contract of 2030. Adam Crokes, contract expires this year, but I don't think he's much better than what we've got at centre half right now, to be honest. Freddie Sass, centre back. Lots of times a substitute. Won 73% of his headers. He's okay, but not brilliant. Dan Sweeney, can't get him in. You had Sass as a left back. Is he? How good is he as a left back? That's the question. There's Owen Hampson in there then. There's a central midfielder, 23. Sweeney was A+, was he? Sweeney, he's outside. He's next year contract. Plus he's 34. So he feels a bit old. Better left back than centre back. 6.5 out of 10. Nothing special, but nothing bad in League One and League Two. Be a practical signing by all accounts. He's more determined than Corey Sears. He's slightly more composed. His heading's much better. His tackling's better. His teamwork's better. Evening, Benny. How are you, pal? Welcome in. I am very well indeed. Thank you, my friend. Very well. Hope you're good too. Bear with me 2 seconds. Excuse me. Soz about that. Marking's not a strong point. He's good in the air, can play in a couple of positions. He's got a long throw. There is that. I'll tell you what, let's shortlist him. We'll have a think. Yeah? Alexander, have I noticed any change from the update? Not a thing. But that's only because I've been playing it for 20 minutes. Alexander, I'll be honest. I've not had it any longer than that, so I don't know at this moment in time whether there's anything more that will come up. Oakley Cannon, yeah. 5'8", moves the ball in the channels, knocks the ball past opponents. Out of contract. Wanted by Boreham Wood. I love how he's got 4 for jumping reach, but decent heading. He's all right, but 7 goals as a sub. He's played most of the time as a sub, which is fine. Don't mind that. But he might be expensive for a sub. Well, the scouts reckon he's better than Joey Dawson. Interesting. Liverpool youth. I'll get rid of them. We're not bothered about that. If he's been tarnished by Liverpool, he's not coming in. He's on the shortlist. He's on the shortlist. We'll have a look. We'll have to see what we can do with regards to spending money as well, aren't we? Because there's going to be some moments where we'll get some money back, but where do we put the money that we need to spend? Tyrone Malotshwa. Now that's a right back. Isn't it? Tarnished because he plays football. Well, he clearly doesn't. He clearly doesn't, Alexander. He's currently playing his trade at Scarborough. So he's obviously not that good, is he? Yeah? Just because he played at Liverpool when he was 9 doesn't mean he's any good when he's 20. This is the problem, isn't it? That like most clubs look at this and go like, oh yeah, he come through the Liverpool or the Man U academy or Chelsea academy. Therefore, like they'll just pay stupid money for players, and it's like the problem is they're not good enough. They're suggesting here he's a centre half as well. Just because he played for Liverpool doesn't mean he's shit. It doesn't, but the fact he's at Scarborough right now, and there's a whole list of players who formerly played at Liverpool who are shit. Positioning's not good, work rate's not good, leadership's not very good. Plus, I wouldn't be doing my job as a Liverpool basher by signing Liverpool players. Do you know what I mean? I've got my reputation to uphold here. Oliver Arbour. He's a pro, so not shit. But is he a pro though, Z? He might be actually. Compared to the top level, he's a bit shit. Yes, that's it. So current list of players who play for Liverpool aren't very good. Exactly. Where do I find this guy's contract? What's his actual contract? Oh, he's out of contract at Peterborough this summer. Right, so Oliver Arbour has an average rating of 7.16. He's been playing in a team that's been struggling. He's won 76% of his headers. He's 49 clearances. Granted, he's had to work harder. But at 19... at 19, has he got a bit about himself? 6'5". Heading's not great. Jumping reach is good. Acceleration's good. Maybe. Now, what I don't want to do, though, is I don't want to get to the situation where we've got a whole load of players sat on the bench. So we've managed to keep them, managed to trim the squad down quite nicely. Noah Wadsworth. He's out of contract next season. Plus, he's only 5'5". Schofield Lonmany. What a name that is. 17 for determination. Out of contract next season, though. Jordan Helliwell. Looks fine, I suppose, really, but not great. I wonder how much of this we're going to have to drop out and be like, right, let's get loan players in rather than buying players. Daniel Jarvis used to play for Norwich. No, it's not, is it? Peterborough Sport. 13 goals in 45 games. 29. Gets forward whenever possible. He's an attacking midfielder who can potentially also play wing back. That was Ross Jarvis. Ah, right, okay. Maybe we ignore that for now then. Harry Gerard. Another Peterborough player. Peter Howard. Another Peterborough player. But he got lots of goals. We looked at him. 25 in 44. And 7 assists. Could be an interesting one. We've got him on the shortlist already. And we also got Hajini on the shortlist as well, who appears to be relatively cheap. 6'2", likes to beat the offside trap, knocks the ball past opponents, moves the ball to the right before dribbling, doesn't dive into tackles, doesn't take long shots. 2-footed. I wonder how possible he is. Where's our next one? Scunthorpe. Who have we got? Charlie Casper. If we can find a better goalkeeper, then we'll have a look at one. Halafu's got a new contract, so we can't go after him. Luca Davis from Wrexham. Nicky Aguilar. Again, he's not really that good. Brandon Horton. Got another year on his contract as well. That's not going to help us, is it? Callum Bates, 2 years. What the heck, Callum Bates? You look fantastic for this level. He's only 5'3". He's destroying it. Ollie Ewing? No, not you, mate. Not you. Jason, if you sign for Liverpool at any moment of documented humanity, that's it. Yep, you're out. You're out. 100%. 100%. Don't come here. If your copybook is blotted. Bjorn Marwa. And this guy looks all right, doesn't he? He's out of contract next season, but Border Newham Reeve, he looks like he might be half decent. Marley Wilson's got another 2 years on his contract. Evening, Llama. How are you, sir? Welcome. Hope you're well. How's your weekend, my friend? How are the family? Hope they're all good. The rebuild is, I mean, it's slow, Llama, I'll be honest. We've not really got much out of it right now. We have narrowed down a little bit more of players that we need to get rid of. I still don't think we've managed to narrow the list of players we want to get in. So we have a couple of players that we like. So let's have a look at who we liked from last week. Okay, so a goalkeeper called Robert Cook, I believe it was. Curzon. Australian keeper. Family Jameson are very well, thank you, Lama. Family very well indeed. If we compare him to Cameron, it'll be interesting to see who's the better goalkeeper. I mean, Cook's got more of a command of his area. Handling's a little bit better, but Cameron's determination is better. He's more of a leader. His jumping reach better. I don't think there's too much between the two of them, is there? To be honest. Let's bring the shortlist up. Go through it this way. Right. So that's our current. Who's Ollie Walker from Clitheroe? Well, you're 5'9". Maybe we remove you off the shortlist. We don't think you're going to need you there. Isaac Allen, 5'3". He's the one from Sunderland, isn't he? Yeah. Where's it? We actually had some. We only got one goalkeeper on there, surely not. Oh, there you go. Right. Okay, so we've got loads of players on there, but nobody really wants to come. That's the concern. Right. Okay. George Murray Jones from Forest. Oh, we require no wage contribution. Ooh. Is there evening, Mr. J? How are we? How's the shopping? I've heard you back. I imagine you've done fantastic. Do what? Is there a way to analyze your own team's strengths and weaknesses? If so, where is it? Probably in the data hub, yeah. £30 under budget. Look at that. Mrs. J is smashing it. This is the player that we wanted to get. Caleb Anson. We need to find a way to find 350 grand. Yeah, we need to do that. Because he's very, very good. He's very good. Harrison Bond's retiring, so we can take him off. George Pickford, we think, is possibly Jordan Pickford's son. May or may not be. Again, we like him, but probably won't leave Curzon for us at this moment in time. Francis Hurl. £350 is the budget for the whole of tier 6 for a decade. And then some, Llama. And then some. Justin Dibble, 34. We can get rid of him as well. Then Max Porter can go. Okay, so that's goalkeepers then. Right backs. Let's try and narrow them down, shall we? Sammy Robinson, we like the look of. And we think he could be the replacement for Virtue. But Boreham would want him. And they're going to be relegated into the National League. So we're going to have to act fast if we want him. He can play right back as well, which is quite handy. So he's high up on the list. Mauricio, we love, but he's still got no interest in us. McVeigh we can't get. He's now left. So that's to remove him. Halafu's another year. J. Ben is now another year. Oliver Calland we've had on loan before, and he's overperformed for us. But are we just going back to things that used to work? Like, you know, he did very, very well for us when he was with us, but is he what we want going forward? He's versatile, I'll give him that. You know, he can play all across the back line, so in that sense, he's interesting. But is it the right option? And then there's Eric Tikalemba as well, or Ezra Tikalemba, who also as well, pretty good. Probably doesn't want to come to us if we're being brutally honest. Yeah. Evening, Ben. Nice to see you, pal. Hope you're good. Bobby Kelly, maybe? Possibly. Bit of a Trey Hume thing going on there, in a sense. I think what's interesting, and what you can tell right now, is that there's no one actually jumping out and being like, yes, get them, they're the guy. George McCormack, left back. Possibly. Like, if he's got any of these higher attributes, then great. Playing in a side that's been struggling. Oh, hang on 2 seconds. Mr. J's dropped something. Mm. Tim's right, you know. Best part of the stream, just me just leaving the building. Evening, Viva. How are you? Welcome back. Jake Lee as well has had a pretty good season at Kings Lynn. 73% of his headers won. 0.73 key headers, per 90. 59 clearances. He's done 143 interceptions. His pressures must be high. I think we caught him on pressures. Could he replace Sears at left back? Do we know enough about him? I don't think we do we? Oh, we do. All right, yeah. No, apparently not. Apparently he's not good enough. But he's been at St Albans. He's played well. Freddie Sass, we've just seen there. He looks like a bit of a downgrade. I mean, yeah, he will be, because obviously if we're looking to sell Sears, then I don't think we get an upgrade on Sears, because he's Football League quality. But I think McCormick is probably the closest we'd get to the replacement. Because even there's a few things that he's actually better at, or he's better anticipation, he's more determined, he's got more stamina. You know, this is before we even start to look at the other things that he might be better at. Like, he might fall within the same parameters, really. You know, he could be better at positioning. He could potentially work harder. He might be a tiny bit quicker. We just don't know. Is there interest in Sears? There is. There's interest from 2 league clubs. I'd rather not sell him, but that determination of 3 that we saw, Lama, that's made me worried. You know, once we saw that, it was like, oh, can't unsee that now, can we? That's the problem. And therefore, we've now got a decision to make. And we had a look at Jeffrey Bonney as well, by the way. Wilfred Bonney's son. How much can we get from? I don't know. I don't really know. What do we think about Wilfred Bonney's kid? Up top. Does it depend upon how much money he's going to cost? It probably does, doesn't it? We've just had a look at their Oakley Canonier. Or, of course, former Liverpool, as we know. Hazim Bakra, we quite like. Stephen Walker from Scarborough, we're probably not going to get because he's got another year in his contract. Ben Parkinson. You've had Oakley in the past. He can head, but he can't jump. Who was the Liverpool one? Oakley Cannon, yeah. Yeah, that good he never played for Liverpool. Yeah, didn't make a single appearance. Then went to Scarborough, scored 2 goals in 32 games. And then last season scored 7 goals in 31 games, most of which were subs, of course. He's not been a first teamer, so if he's wanting serious money, he's going to need to prove himself. He's certainly not showing first team credentials at this moment, isn't he? Is he the one who the ball boy threw the ball to Trent? I've got no idea. I've got no idea. I'm sure someone would be able to give us an answer. Harvey Greenslade as well scored a boatload of goals for Kettering this year. 29 and 46. So That's a lot, isn't it? Do we forgive them for signing for Liverpool and never end up playing a game? Not in TJ stream. Exactly, Jason. I've got standards to uphold. Harvey Greensdale's got some goals. Aguero, McCuster. Don't think we can get him back. So yeah, I'm a bit unsure at this moment in time. Francis can come in on a trial. Oh, Leahy was going to come in for a trial as well, apparently. He's turned the option down. Squad planner, no positional issues. I mean, we have some positional issues because we don't really have those players in yet. Get rid of some of these players we've got here then. Alan's gone. Maybe identify any players who you know enough about to know they're an improvement. Yeah. That's too expensive. So and Middlemass maybe from Crawley. Macadam's technically there. Coyle maybe. Tobias Brennan. Oh, remember him. Here's Green. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this all into order so we can see what's happening where and when. Megan Heskey. So we'll have that, and then over here we would have McEwen and nobody really. And up front is going to be Joey Dawson and no one. Right, so it's not looking great, is it? Position issues, defense, definitely. We've got first choice centre backs, and we don't really have a right back, we think. So yeah, that's probably got to be where we're looking, isn't it? Ben Middlemass, we can't even get him in, we don't think. Would he want to sign? Where's he at? Crawley. That's like a league club, isn't it? So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he'll come down. See what PSG are releasing. That's a good idea, actually. Tim. You're right. I can't. I've not done that yet. I need to do that, don't I? Check out PSG. A fool to myself. Yeah. Here I am, sat, being a dafty, just looking at my own players. Stupid, isn't it? There's no point looking around at, Darlington's players, is it? PSG it is obvious now we come to say it, isn't it? Now we come to think about it, it is obvious. Ben Parkinson we looked at before, and I like there's something I like about Ben Parkinson, and it's probably this. It's probably the 10 assists that he's got. Now, I'm presuming he's played a lot of time out wide. Where do we find his form? Yeah, played out wide. Decent or not that decent, really? 9 appearances, 1 goal scored, 3 assists. That's an assist every other game. That's not bad, is it? I mean, this guy's called Pele. So that seems obvious. And then Marshall Francis, who we've got in on trial now, apparently is good enough. He could be the guy. The absolute guy. Two goals in 2 games in the FA Cup. 24, plays out wide, plays up front. Very, very determined. Former Sheffield United. 9 and 16 for Macclesfield. That seems decent, doesn't it? Kerry Blorden looks like he's going to go to York, so we're probably not going to win that one. Keenan Tordoff. Sam West. He's not good enough. Theo Chapman, nope. Luke Faxon. Callum Whelan. So I think what we're lacking is we're lacking legs, aren't we? Like we're lacking a bit of pace, a bit of dynamism. Now, can you have that sort of thing in the National League North? People have told me you can. Okay, we have a transfer budget of 57 grand. Now, Llama, here's the question. 57 grand. Do we go up to see how much that goalkeeper will cost? Do we just chuck all the money there? Or do we put all that money back into wages again? Or if we can get that goalkeeper in from Forest for free, then that'll be decent. Seems tough going trying to play football without any legs. It's not ideal. Do you know what I mean? It's not ideal, but people have done it before. Lamy, you need to buy more raffle tickets. You seem reluctant to bid for players that other clubs are going for, assuming you're going to miss out. And instead, you're looking to sell for poor players you're guaranteed to get. Roll the dice. But the question is going to be though, Lama, is this goalkeeper the one? Yeah, like it looks like he's a slight upgrade on Cameron. Potentially though, enjoys big matches. Could be a League 2 standard goalkeeper in the future. Goalkeepers at Tamworth. The one that we want is at Tamworth, but we have to pay for him. So that guy there that's wanted by York, he's free. The Tamworth guy is do you know what? Let's see if we can just pay his wages. Will let us have him? We've also gone for that Forest goalkeeper. Take a look at the hang on, here we go. Have a look at the board's updated long-term strategy. We've outlined an objective we want to achieve and detailed the identity we want to be at the heart of our day-to-day work. The board are going to give you reasonable scope to adjust the overall vision. I mean, I'm not really that bothered about what you want. Play defensive football. Nice. Possession football, yeah. High tempo. You can't really, well, maybe. Set pieces, entertaining football. Let's agree with that for now. 5-year plan. Reach the playoffs. Challenge for the playoffs. Ooh, right, okay. Next season, reach the playoffs. This could be a problem if we don't reach the playoffs next season. Shall I take that out? Let me see if we can. Let me see about challenge for the playoffs. Reach the playoffs, maybe. You believe, dear Alice. Your proposal is beginning to look like something we consider implementing. The issue we have is your proposal you're unwilling to target a playoff beyond 2034. Okay, well, let's do that then. Hang on, we're towards the National League playoffs. Hang on. Right, okay. We think we've locked it down. I don't know what I was agreeing to at that point. I don't want to get sacked off something like little, like, you know, like not getting into the playoffs. That would be ridiculous. I think they're expecting a little bit too much, Alice. How are you, friend? Hope you're good. Welcome in. If you're not familiar with Alice, and if you're not familiar with the WFM show, then go make it happen. Go and check it out. So this is what we were good at according to the internet and according to the data this season. We were good at green, not good at other bits. I can't even pretend to be able to explain what any of this means. So just gonna leave it on there. You can all enjoy it and be like, last season seemed fine. My main takeaway, performing better than average across all boards. Yeah. So more than good enough for me. We're very good at Wizardy Woo. Exactly, Luffy. I think I backed the board here. They've backed you for years and given you 57 grand to go get some players. They deserve the playoffs. They do, but it might not work. So look, let's see. Right, let's tell them that we're gonna. Okay, do you know what? Let's tell them that we're gonna go for the playoffs next season, right? Oh, they're happy. They're happy with that. Do it for the viewers. Do you know what, Alice? I think that's part of the reason that it doesn't work. Sometimes I do it for the viewers, and I shouldn't. I should really sort of focus on what I can control. Right, okay. If we've got money, right? Okay, we've got money. Let's go and see if we can get this keeper in. We've put a bid in for a loan for him. Where's the other lad? Let's see if we can get. You know what? Let's put a bid in for Pickford as well. If I was in charge of Darlington, I'd have sacked you years ago. It's fair, absolutely fair. I'm amazed I've been here so long as well, to be honest. £1,400 for a goalkeeper. Don't think so. Not when you're not that good. Oh, Dave Stead was another Liverpool player we looked at, wasn't he? Ugh. He snuck in under the radar. The media did that one for me and went, oh, what about him? And we went, who's he? And he turned up to say, oh, hello. Right, Jeff Bonney doesn't like big matches. I wonder how much he's going to cost. He doesn't want to come. Oh, turned down by Wilfred Bonney's son. Jeff Bonney is unlikely to play in any big matches. I think that's maybe his thing. He's like, you know what? I can't see me being there enough. Wilfred Bonnyson, that's the one. Right, Adam Campbell's retired. That's good. We needed him out of the wage budget. So Alex Parvin's left. He's gone somewhere else. We can't sign him. Curzon want to deal 120 grand for Pickford. I mean, we haven't got that kind of money, so that was a good conversation while it lasted. Blowdorn's gone to York City. Tamworth want a deal starting at 185 grand for Anson. That's not going to happen either, is it? Suggest offer rather than make offer. You go through rounds of negotiations rather than waiting a couple of days and see what they say. Okay. See what Luke Faxon's saying, shall we? Evening, Kevin. How are we, sir? Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. How are we? Pleasure to see you. Hope you're well. Jason over on YouTube, it's your fault, TJ. You should request from your scouts who are not interested in Liverpool players. I know. I should try. It's almost like no one listens to me around here, isn't it? You know? Ben Lomax. Okay, now. No nonsense centre back, apparently. Gets forward whenever possible. Out of contract. It's a dangerous question, depending on the answer. Did you get promoted? We did not, unfortunately, Kev. No. It's you were right to trust your gut, which I presume was probably part of the thing. Going, I reckon I probably know the answer here. Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get promoted. We were we missed out in. Was it in TJ fashion? Yeah, probably TJ fashion. To be honest, we didn't even manage to get to the playoffs. We sort of like dug in, started pushing on, and we're like, all right, okay, this is going to be good. And then we sort of crashed and burnt at the end, and it was like, oh, okay, that was close. And then it wasn't actually that close overall. So, yeah, it is what it is. It's a shame, but there we go. That's us. I believe the young kids say we move, unless of course they've moved from that themselves and don't say that anymore, which is quite possible, really. Arthur Reed, midfield playmaker. Where's he come from? From Mansfield. Well, in you come. Have a bit of a look around. How's the update looking? I've got no idea, to be honest. I can't really tell that there's any change. I've been on about 3 screens, so yeah, I've not noticed anything. I'm sure there must be something. Stability issues, possibly. Various bug fixes. I'm guessing if I was to use the sort of speak that SI would use to justify and quantify their updates. What that means, I've got no idea. I've got no idea. Um, Sammy Robinson's what I want, isn't it? What do we think about Calland? Do we have him as a backup and bring him in and just sort of like keep him as someone nice? Caden Hughes. Who's Caden Hughes? He's someone we looked at as a left back, wasn't it? He's at Fylde, but he's wanted by Football League clubs. Oof. That's a lot of things he wants, isn't it? And he wants to play at centre back. He wants a lot of things that we can't promise, to be honest. 1,200? 1,200 is not bad. Star player requests and getting the bin. I hate them. Yeah, Sammy Robinson is Judas as far as you're concerned. Oh, what happened? What made that happen? I wonder if Reece Thompson might be interested. Reece Thomas. Alex Four was another lad we looked at. From Buxton. He's on the shortlist, as is Hamish Douglas. Evening, Dutch FM. How are we? Welcome, welcome. You wouldn't recommend Caden Hughes. How come? What's wrong with Caden Hughes? He left Hereford and went to Buxton for another £5. How are we anyway? Hope we're good. Appreciate the raid, Dutch FM. How was your stream tonight? We've got the notepads out, so we're Alex 4. Should we put a bid in as well? Something Lindsay. We've got a player. I made a note. Something Lindsay as a right back. Jamie Lindsay. Jamari Lindsay. That's him. Oh yeah, his determination's low as well, isn't it? Hopefully it's not, though. Jaden Luca? Star player, he's not going to go for free, is he? They're not going to let him go at the end of his contract. And Jaden Carbon, right? Who's this? Right, this guy we looked at, right? He had an absolute outlier season, didn't he? 15 goals Sorry, 15 goals, 7 assists, 46 appearances. He doesn't look much, but he got it done. We need a striker. Let's see what we can get. Oh, Chester have come in for Robinson. Oh dear, I've possibly ruined 2,700. Team Jameson are very, very well. Thank you, Kev. Very well indeed. Thank you. Hope Team United City are good also. Thank you for asking. Very kind of you. Luke Faxon could be an interesting one. Dreads playing in big matches. Former Sheffield United. Now, what big matches could there be around here? As long as we don't have a playoff final, he'll be all right. Could be leading enterprise national goalkeeper in the future. It's not dreadful, is it? FA Cup fourth qualifying round. Well, we went all the way to the first qualifying round, so sorry, the actual first round. So we've got experience in the cup. So maybe he's looking at that, going, "Oh, wow, look at this! This is a good guy." If you want to win playoffs, then don't get Sheffield United players. There is that, and I didn't want to say that. Matt Blade. Hope you well though, pal. $6,000 for Jamari Lindsay. I mean, he is out of contract, isn't he, at the end of the season? So I mean, if he's going to take 400 quid. Lindsay could potentially be better than Sears. Maybe. Oh, certainly not much worse. So if we were looking to sell Sears, also, I suppose the question is now is like, why am I putting bids in for players when they're out of contract in the in the summer. Like, should I just like should I be looking to spend the money now, or should I just be like, right, you know what, let's run the risk. We spent much time looking at the championship squads, future prospects. Not really, Kev. No. Do you know what? I don't think I should be paying for players. Like, let's just leave this for now, right? If Robinson needs to be paid for, then that's fine. But $2 years and with an option, right? Right, let's see what happens here with Buxton, because Chester are in for him as well, so there is a potential that we might not be able to get him. Right, I'm going to cancel the ones that need to have bids. Right, let's just try and hold out and wait for them to wait for their contracts to expire. Reece McNally. Ooh. He looks fine. He looks all right. Reece Doherty does not look fine, apparently. Okay. And Shamari Lindsay. Lomax has now signed a new deal. I guess that's part of the problem, innit? Like, if you pull out with bids, then you do run the risk where they might then change their mind. That was foolish, TJ. Let's delay him for now. Where's Pele? Oh, Pele's not that good, really, is he? Position is not good. Leadership's not good. He can head the ball, that's about it, really. What's Marshall Francis looking like then? Ooh. Is Francis looking versatile enough? 19 for determination says quite a lot of stuff. Decent acceleration. Can he play out wide? Balance of 6 isn't really great, is it? But both footed. Runs down the ball with the right. 9 in 16, 6 in 24. There's a division below in it, so Dave Stead doesn't look too bad. Could be League One standard. Right, okay. So, I mean, he's a new gen Liverpool, isn't he? So he's not real. He's 6'2". Okay. He's got a jumping reach of 15. I know he's an attacking midfielder, but could we put him in that DM slot? Yeah. Tackler 4. The heading's not great either, to be honest. He looks better than Turner, but then again, Turner's not great. I think this is the thing as well with the players that are at our level. The players we've got, they're not going to be brilliant. So anybody who's like the difference in attributes is going to be really, really wild. To be fair, I was thinking more about just the fact that he's tall as being the thought process with putting him in. He seems to have a very similar spread to O'Grady Mackin, actually. Which, I mean, if you can get these kind of numbers next season, that'll be all right. What sort of money is he wanting? Range player. No contract. For no contract, he's worth a risk, isn't he? Same as Ashton Mee. What's Marshall want? It's a star player. Actually, do you know what? No. Let's cancel for now. Can we see Cannon? Yeah, does he have pace of 15? Let's have a look, shall we? He has pace, yeah, pace of 15 to 19. So yeah, he's quick. I mean, it sounds a lot like Cannon. Yeah, is the one that everyone wants. So are we paying for him, or are we just waiting to see if he? I feel bad because he's obviously a real player, so that changes my opinions. If he was a new gen like the other guy there, I'd be like, oh, that's fine, no bother. And then Louis Bradbury as well, 31 goals overall. What about Dorkin? Jumping reach of 3, heading ability of 0. So jump reach of 3, heading ability of 18. He's going to score goals on the floor. I love it. Love it. Diving headers. Always going to do that one where, you know, when you go around the goalkeeper, you stop it on the line and you like sort of lean down, like nod it in with your head. He's going to do that all the time. Signed Leighton Love from West Brom, 6'6". We had Leighton Love last season, I think, in one of our saves. So yeah, we're familiar with Leighton Love. Scarborough want 33 grand for Kanye. Right, he is out of contract. Or is he going to be out of contract? Because then, of course, the question is, well, will he stay out of contract? Is our Curzon going to keep him out of contract? Ian and crew, how are you, buddy? Welcome. Welcome, Raiders. Hope you're well. Welcome to Darlington. How's your stream, crew? What we think about Faxton then? Faxton. He looks better than Cameron, doesn't he? Hands are better. We're from the crew channel and used to fraudulence. I can expect the same. Oh, yeah. Fraudulent tactics. Fraudulent transfer. I mean, to be fair, Darlington, done for fraud. So you're absolutely here, to be honest, for the right thing. So welcome in. Pull up a chair. Grab yourselves a beverage. Make sure you drop a follow. Follow the FM Show podcast as well while you're at it. And, yeah, join us as we get the pens and paper out, trying to recruit for next season. So, yeah. Better concentration, bit more brave, better balance, stronger. Handling's a little bit better. Command of area is a little bit better. Aerial reach is a little bit better. Slight upgrade. Is slight enough of an upgrade this year, though, Llama? That's the question. Two years? Compared to a downgrade, it's excellent. That is a fair point. I've not considered it that way. Louis Bradbury, not interested in contract talks. Great. Cannon, yeah, no interest. Is at least better than your second choice? Bring him in. Oh, well, he's 100% better than our second choice. And our first choice doesn't have anything else to go by either. Caden Hughes says he wants to stay. He'll come and join us. Right, Caden Hughes is in on a free. Hartlepool want Faxon now. And Hughes hasn't cost us anything, so he's a free. What did that say about Robinson? Oh, Jack Robinson given free transfer. Okay, Caden Hughes is in then. Right, we've got him in. So that looks like a solid defender, I think. So that covers for the fact that Thornton's gone, covers for the fact that McClellan's gone, covers for the fact that Joe Anderson's gone. So yeah, Anderson's gone, Thornton's gone, McClellan's gone. So that's three defenders gone. Hughes comes in. He can play left back as well, which is good. We still need a proper... Oh, hang on. Robinson's in. Hamish Douglas has turned up as well, who can play centre-back or centre or defensive mid, and he's 6'5" and he can jump. Hamish Douglas is in. And Sammy Robinson. Here's to you, Sammy Robinson. Get in. Oh, right. Get the green pens out, everybody. Sammy Robinson's in. Hamish Douglas is in. Caden Hughes is in. Oh. I mean, Tim, you can boo. And I understand the reason for booing. But for us, I'm hoping that that's a big signing. Stationery stores and offer for Suleiman. What? The stationery stores? Evening, Magic Ped. How are you, buddy? Let me just send this quickly to Matt. Stationery stores are offering them 3 shifts a week and 20% employee discount. Can't argue with that. Can't argue. Right, 3 signings in. Oh, look at this. We're flying. I would never have seen us. I would never expected us to be 3 signings in by now. I don't know what's wrong with Sammy Robinson, but I agree as well. I like the fact that everyone's now like, yep, we're all going for it. Hereford are in for Sears. Right, here we go now. This is what we need. This is what we need to think about. So Corey Sears, potentially a cash in. Let me just save this as end of season 4. Just for the odd possibility that I ever end up doing a video about it. I mean, right, we might go up to 45 potentially. Herod has spent £100,000 in the last 30 years. What are we doing? Going big. You're going big. Let's go for 40, shall we? Do you get 100% of player sales? Ooh, good question. Good question. Where would I find that? Where'd you find that these days? Recruitment, and then on selection. And where? Oh, transfer budget pin. And then where? Club finance transfer budget. Oh, 30% of our transfer revenue is available until £2 million has been generated. Thereafter, it'll drop to 10% of transfer. So once we make 2 million quid, we actually get less money. Right. Long term, I think we're going to struggle here at Darlington. I'll get 30% of 40 grand. Yeah. Feels like a bad bit of business from TJ, doesn't it? How are Chester getting on? I don't know. I think they're in the fine. I think. All right, not a problem. Don't really know. Can't really say I've checked. Are they above? Yeah, fifth. There you go. They're doing okay. Is Jamari Lindsay. Right. If we Morgan, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Robinson's best position, a floating CDM that goes forward, holds position while wandering out to the wing at centre back. Hope that helps. I mean, it doesn't help at all, Tim. That is a lot of words that I've heard and not fully taken in, I must admit. So he's going to play DM essentially, is what you're saying, yeah? Right, terminate all those trials because none of them are good enough. So is Robinson going to play in place of so is Robinson essentially going to sit here in his DM role? Is that what you're saying? And then Coyley might end up being right back, possibly. I'm not sure I've taken it in and I wrote it. Well, this is what happens, isn't it? So we could put Robinson there. Yeah. Or we could put Douglas there. We put Robinson there. see who else we've got that's going to actually stay. Because Macadam, we think we're gonna let go, aren't we? Because he's on a lot of money, so let's release him. In real life, he's a CDM or a wing back. Not sure FM will say. Well, FM says he's all of those. He can play everywhere. He's box to box midfielder apparently. He can play wing back apparently. You know, I'm thinking more about the idea of having, maybe having Douglas in that DM role just so he can head things away. Dives into tackles, rarely runs with the ball, moves the ball as right before dribbling. Good jumping reach, aggressive, brave, decent concentration. Heading's fine. Marking's maybe not brilliant, but tackling's okay. I think pick the ball up and recycle it. We've literally just signed him. Literally just signed him right there. Musician, yeah. So we're very, very happy with that. Found a player whose position can play everywhere except goalkeeper. There was one on last year's game, wasn't there, who could play pretty much everywhere. So we still need a striker now. Do we try for Greenslade? He wants a full-time contract. Which is reasonable, I guess, isn't it? Parkinson, Bonnie, Bakra. Bakra's signed a new deal now, so we can't get him. Has Jesse Nelson not progressed? No, Jesse Nelson has gone backwards, which has been a bit of a shame. But we've also brought in Joey Dawson, who's been really, really good, and he's been scoring us goals. But we need someone to come in and sort of take some of the strain off him. I mean, he gets enough goals, but there's obviously got to be a moment when it's like, yeah, he can't do this all on his own. And we've been very fortunate that he's not been injured. Let's bring in a player called Testimony, because, I mean, that's got to be something right there, surely, yeah? Ollie Rose. He'll be an honest pro. Who will? Robinson. Yeah. That's what we're hoping for. And we're also hoping for... are we thinking Lindsay or Testimony? Are we thinking Lindsay at right back? At left back, sorry? Or do we wait for Testimony? I feel like I'm signing one of the Dudley boys. Testify. When you need a goal, get the tables. Get the tables. Doesn't seem like Jamari Lindsay is that much different to to see us. He's obviously not as good. It's delaying again. While we think about it. Evening, F1 addict. Welcome in. Welcome in. See, this is the fun bit of FM, innit? But it's also the frustrating bit when you're sitting looking at just like names that you don't know, people that aren't real. And you're like, is that gonna be a good guy? Is that gonna be a good purchase? Is it not? We just don't know, do we? And it's where the fun bit comes in, because you're like, oh, you know what? If it works, brilliant. We've managed to uncover a gem from somewhere. But most of the time, we're not that fortunate, are we? This is where Attribute Masking makes it harder, which I feel like we're signing blind sometimes. Oh, 100%. 100%, Lulu. Like, it's an absolute curse. Do you know what I mean? And I'm aware that I'm making the game far more difficult for myself than it needs to be. But we wouldn't have it any other way, would we? We wouldn't. Yeah. It's got to be this way, surely. You're still in FM24. Is FM26 worth getting, or should I wait for the 27? I mean, look, I've got no idea. I can't tell you what you like and what you won't like. So, no idea. If you like Football Manager, yeah, I'm sure you'll play it and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. If you don't like Football Manager, then I would probably avoid it. If you want to wait till FM27, wait till FM27. If you want to get a game now, then yeah, get it done. You've heard loads of bad things. It's a lot of money for you to buy. You've heard a lot of bad things. It's a lot of money for me to buy something that might not be there yet. All right, then don't buy it then. Only you can be the judge of it. Do you believe what you've heard? Can you afford to take a risk? I'm sure is there not still a demo on Steam? Am I mistaken about that? If there's a demo, get the demo and yeah, there we go, yeah, play it for free. See what you think, and if it's not your vibe, then that's cool. You know, you don't have to give FM26. You don't have to give FM25 24 back. Do you know what I mean? So don't worry about that. Yeah, there is also a lot of nonsense being spouted, but the only person who knows whether it's any good is yourself. Like, you can only be the judge of that, and therefore, like, I don't know if it's a cop out answer, it's a cop out answer, but I can't advise. You might like it, you might not. It's weird, isn't it? Because like how long's the game been out now? Since November, so like 3 months, and it's still the same questions, isn't it? Like, is it worth getting? Don't know. No idea. Up to you. Testimony. Testify. Doesn't feel comfortable in big matches. I mean, formerly Sheffield South Shield, sorry, Wolves and Man City, apparently. Igbon Ogene? Is that what they call him? Determination's very, very high. Eastbourne Borough in for Joe Anderson. That's fine. Hereford have gone bigger. Oh, they've actually gone up with what I've said they were going to go for. So, see if we can nudge it up a few more quid. Faxon's in. We've got a goalkeeper. Order pleased. 24 grand for Murray Jones. No, let's go for nothing because we don't know anything about him and he's on the transfer list. Oh, look at that. They're still going for it. Who's the manager at Hereford? Good question. It is Paul Caddis. So we need to obviously let some players leave. Although some players have already been told that they are leaving, so I don't quite understand the press questions about like, oh, there's a big squad here. Going, it is, but it also isn't. We're up to 34 players, but we're not going to keep all of them, are we? A lot of them are leaving. You've got Mbappe of the Vanarama National North. Good work. Right. Is 44 grand up front enough for Corey Sears? Plus 4 grand in installments, plus another 6 grand. We're looking at 50 grand in total. And 20% of the profit for the next sale. Sears has no interest in joining Hereford. Should we go with it? It feels like a lot of money. We're not going to get a lot of money back, but it's going to be something that we can say, right, look, we've sold it. We've sold him. And then we can pop another... then we obviously have to go and try and replace him, don't we? That's the question. I should probably say we don't do links in the chat, I'm afraid. Cunnickson. So So no one can really see that, unfortunately. Was he on his way out anyway? He wasn't on his way out, but he was wanted, and he's therefore he's a sellable asset because he's worth some cash. But he doesn't seem to be able to concentrate very much. Whereas Testimony looks like he's got concentration. Like he's an orange juice, he's that concentrated. £600. That's actually less than what. So we've got Testimony on loan now, on trial now. That's potentially 5.7. Determination 3. Determination 3 is not good. Compare it to Determination 16 to 20. If you get offer accepted, we should see his attributes in a week before the contract goes through. Do you know what? Let's accept Corey Sears's bid. So we've got four in so far. New transfer offer. We just need to accept them all. No, I couldn't see it either. Kunzian, no. Sorry about that. I think that we maybe have to consider that Lindsay's not the determination 4 to 8. I'll do it. That's gonna make me cancel that deal. It's a shame we're losing Parvin. He's gone to where's he gone to? He's joining Crew. Yeah, we can't compete with that, can we? I could put him in the under 18s. We don't need him now. Yes, great. Again. So Faxon goes in there. Stead's in. Right, are we looking better? Are we looking better now? I think realistically, we still need a striker, don't we? And then I think we've managed to do what we set out to do, really. Right, Sears is on his way. 50k. We see 14 grand of that. So much for him not wanting to have a look, is it? Have we got a good centre back coming in? We have, actually, yeah. We got so we brought in, ironically, a guy that can play left back as well. Brought in Caden Hughes. So he's going to be challenging he's going to be challenging Jack Daly, who played very, very well. He doesn't look like he should, but he played very well last season. So we'll probably move Hughes there. Let's say Stead's in, so he's someone interesting to sort of bring in. Hosanna, we need to remove him because he's going to be out. O'Malley doesn't have a contract, so he'll stay for now. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. I think if we bring in potentially now, if we look to go for testimony and a striker, yeah, and a striker. So can we get McCormack in? Does feel like it's starting to come together, high quality in general. It feels like it. Feels like it. It's now just going to be that striker's going to be the difference, isn't it? You don't know how we're doing on wages until some leave. Wondering what you got to go shopping with. Well, bear in mind, we've still got some transfer budget that we can move out as well. So if we are really struggling and it looks like we're going to go over, we can obviously move some money around. But yeah, it's going to come down to us. It's going to come down to a striker now. Testimony wants to come in. What do we think? He's not great, is he? decision making's good and determination's very good, and he's quick. His concentration's good, and he can tackle. However, marking, positioning, stamina, but cheap wages. And he can't head. His jumping reach is very, very low. Squad 200. No, he's on something like 600, I think. 675. It's delay for now. He's on less than what Sears was on. There was a left back that we looked at, which was... Oh, let's go back to left backs. So we looked at Jake Leahy, who was very, very good this season. 11 assists from fullback as well. So I've put a bid in for him. And I've also put a bid in for George McCormack, who I think is probably pretty decent. Or at least I hope it's pretty decent. But that determination doesn't look too great either. 5 to 9. Oh, Callan looks like he's going to come back in as a... He wants the coaching staff improved. Well, we might not be able to do that. Got a feel for the level here. You have to pick your poison. They're all lacking something in one way or another. They are, yeah. So Jake Lee doesn't want to discuss a contract. He's not willing to relocate for Darlington for a full-time. Okay. That's a shame. Marshall Francis again, we're not sure about. Plunkett. Freddie Sass, do we go back to him? He's got an extra year on his contract now, so what's the background? I suppose if I've missed it, but what happened to the players? We checked the players for the South Division. Do you know what? That's a really good point, 33. No, we haven't. and I've never even considered that. I should probably have looked at that. I think we've just ignored it. It's out of principle. couldn't be any more TJ if we tried. Go like, oh, Enterprise South. I don't think so. No thanks. So what we after? We're after a left back at the minute, aren't we? Yeah. This is the definition of the north-south divide. Oh, you better believe it. What's your preference for fullbacks, attacking or defensive? I think there needs to be a mix, to be honest. Fullbacks should. I like them to get up and around, personally. Whether it's something we can do in game or not, I don't know. Whether it's something my players can do or not, I don't know. History of the seasons. I can tell you the history of the seasons. It's been well, we were 12th in the first season, then we were 19th, then 4th, and then this season 9th. So it's not been great. It's not been great. But we've always been expected to be mid-table, so we've overachieved in terms of getting towards the playoffs, but not actually managed to get into the playoffs or certainly nail the playoffs. So, no, you're quite all right, Lulu. It's all 100% true, and at the end of the day, it's nothing I can deny. The facts are there, aren't they? Really, that even though we've got into those positions, we've still not been able to do anything once we got there. And yeah, we're just not quite good enough, are we? The mask is slipping, isn't it? Isn't it? This is our year. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we believe. That's better. Josh Phillips, good dribbler, bit of flair, bit of agility, bit of pace. Don't know if he's going to want to move for anything less than a full-time contract, I'd imagine. Since I'm consistently negative, we can't have Lulu going down as well. Teo. Jackson Hughes. Jackson Hughes, he does look good, doesn't he? He does. Taunton view him as a star player. Understandably so. Understandably so. Bailey Bogey. Great name. Saka Sane. We're not going for Prince Will, whatever his name is. I'm not going to pronounce that, am I? Seems like quite a commitment. Not sure I can manage that. No, I'm the same. I'm the same. Right, cancel that, and then it's not going to work. Must be we must be over budget somewhere. Next season objective to the playoffs. Yeah, probably. It feels like it. The board are going to want us to get towards the playoffs now. We want to get towards the playoffs. Yeah, we need to get in there. We were a bit upset that we couldn't get there this year. To be honest, it felt like we were sort of like doing all the right stuff, but just left it a little bit too late. And then a couple of silly things we did at the end of the season, lost a couple of games. It was just like, oh, right, okay, yeah. That's not ideal. Is it too early to look at loans? Yes, it will be, yeah. Yeah, because it's still May, so like Jackson Hughes not interested apparently. So we brought Callan back in. The fans are happy, but the board aren't. Came together a bit, just the gap to make up was a bit too much. Fully believe with some good additions and a bit of luck, this is the season. Well, I feel like we've made some good additions so far. I feel like, Robinson's really, really versatile. Really, really pleased to get him in. Douglas, I think, could be an extra bit of meatiness in the in that defensive midfield. Hughes looks like a really, really good defender to bring in. And I mean, Daly wasn't bad. So we've got an upgrade there. Virtue is now sort of like possibly going to be leaving, maybe, depending upon what we decide to do with his contract. I think if we get a left back in, Fox and the goalkeeper now looks handy as well. So yeah, we are still lacking options out wide for some for some rotation and a striker. And I think if we can do that, I know that works out about 7 signings, but if we could do that, then I think we're good to go. Is Testimony the guy? Do we take a punt on him for 600 quid? Can we just rely on a bit of pace and some good decisions? He's going to miss a lot of crosses coming in. Heading of 4 is a worry. concern, isn't it? Should we delay again and see what happens with players who are out of contract? You can always come back to back left back. Got to sign the shiny striker. We do need to get the striker first. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Merthyr have made a bid for Tyrrell Pennant. Charlie Knowles. Charlie Knowles seems like he can play everywhere. Biggleswade aren't exactly good, so he mustn't be that good. Dale Plunkett's not looking like the one, apparently. What's it saying? Freddie Sass. Not really going for it, are they? Are we winning? At the minute, I mean, we're in pre-season at the moment, so in that sense, it's possible to say we are drawing. I think that's probably fair. Evening, Mr. Maggio. How are we? Welcome. How is life treating you? How's Portsmouth? Are we promoted yet? We're just we're deep into transfer planning still. Recruiting. Can we get a left back in? Can we get a striker in? Promoted. Wow. Look at that. See, Sai can do it. I need to take some lessons from Mr. Maggio, because he knows what he's doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just it took 5 years. Well, it's taken, this is season 5 for us now, Sai, so maybe season 5, that's the one. We'll be like, right, now we'll get our National League North. And from there, away we go. The chat voted to stay at the beta save. I love it. Never leaving Pompey. And you know what? That's absolutely fine. I think given the way that the game's been this year, I think a little bit of familiarity probably is okay, actually. I think it certainly helps in terms of understanding about, like, learning the game and how you can find out what works and what doesn't work. So I think I like that, actually. I think I like it. In terms of ourselves, we'll see. We want to see if we can stay up for sure. I'm sure he can. I noticed you're seeing more of the changing room today. I've not seen anything. Side, to be honest, I've not noticed anything. We had a couple of people come in already and being like, "Oh, what's the update like?" And I'm like, I don't really know. can't really tell anything. I've not played any games, so I can't sort of say that I've seen anything different in match engines or whatever. So yeah, I feel a bit like a fraud. What do I need to see? What am I looking out for? Oh, Peter Howard's now got a new contract, has he? There's a surprise. Bit the transition fade. It means a nice view of the dressing room at each team talk. Brilliant. Brilliant. Love that. If they can just keep adding more things that people don't need to see, that would be awesome. Oh, excuse me. I feel like I've just been looking at the same players like all night. Except, what are we gonna do with Matty Virtue? Are we offering him a new deal? Ben Hold now, our assistant manager, needs a new contract. He's on £7 a week. God, can we afford? We can take it to 8. He's happy. Yeah, we're still overspending. What are we going to do with Virtue? Are we going to see if he'll take less money now? Because his those physicals are declining a lot. All right, he's come down a little bit. He's come down from 11. Yeah, so we saved 300 quid on his wages. Is that worth keeping? I'm going to drop out a testimony. I think it's a wild one. one of the best things are just wild ideas in the beginning. I mean, that is true, actually, as well, to be honest. Right, last few minutes, then we'll start to think about moving on, I reckon. Vontae Williams? Jumping reach, not terrible. Acceleration, fine. Dribbling, crossing, fine. Marking, fine. Tackling's not great. Ugh. Right, recruitment focuses, left backs. Top priority. Let's get a Loney in, shall we? And then a striker as well. See what we can come up with. Someone somewhere might have something that we can see. We're like, all right, that's not a bad shout. This has been fun. I've enjoyed this. We've sort of got there and then, oh, hang on, Will Thornton's going. Will Thornton has left the club, everybody. That's one less angry player in the squad now. Which is good. One less. It's not none, but it's just one less. So that's good. Yeah, as I say, enjoyed this. Very, very kind indeed. Everyone who's been here has had a lovely time, I think. So thank you for being here. Enjoyed all the raids, which has been great. Let's go and see who is around. In fact, you know what? Gudger's there. Gudger's managing PSG, so that should be a fairly easy one. Go and do that. Right. Go give Dave Gudger some love. And we will be back maybe Wednesday, possibly Friday. All right. Take care of yourself, everybody. Speak to you all very soon. All the best. Bye now.